tile for the backsplash here.
Rainy day project. We made a lot of mistakes. This stuff does not come off.
The strive for perfection gets in the way of good enough. Kathy picked out some sort of vinyl wall tile for the backsplash here.
We're already done with the counters and everything, so doing tile would have been a mess. And wallpaper's a pain in the butt.
This is a quick, easy sort of solution to having something back there.
Richie put 1.5 tiles on top of each other, and we're left with about 1/4 inch.
Less than 1/4, but yeah.
At the top. That doesn't quite reach because of the height of our cabinets.
Right, so
Rich made this nice little piece of trim molding
out of rough sawn lumber
that will stain up nice.
Yeah.
And we'll put a whole bunch of little hooks across it, and I can hang
all your
my utensils along the back. They're peel and stick tiles, easy to put up apparently, and I think it looks pretty nice. I didn't want anything to be too overpowering and take away from the cabinets and the countertop. This is what we do on rainy days.
Yeah, stuff like this.
Work inside. Because there's certainly our share of rainy days. Getting started on the backsplash today because it's a rainy day again. And we can't get outside and get those sonotubes done right now. Maybe later. Where did you get that wood from for those?
It's just a piece of rough sawn stuff I found in the garage.
Scraps?
Remember when I made the mistake on that and cut them too short?
Oh yeah, on this?
That's these.
Perfect. I love it. Rich just stained all the pieces for the kitchen. And we're gonna hit them with a coat of poly and they're beautiful. Check out this cool sign my sister and her husband sent us. It's perfect.
You know, when we're building things and we say, we'll take care of that later, we'll take care of that later. This is one of those things that we're taking care of later. We never took care of it. Until now.
It's as good a time as any.
Because things didn't turn out the way you planned. And all your friends were calling you a fool. Because you didn't know a good thing when you had it in your hand. Dun, 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 what you gonna do when she says goodbye?
Did you know I was recording?
Oh no.
I just scrubbed the walls with rubbing alcohol. We're ready to get started. We pulled out the stove. So we're gonna put something right across there so that we can do flush on the top of the counters from the center out, the way you're supposed to do tile. It's a little hard to get started. It's challenging.
Has the tack factor.
It feels pretty sticky. That was the biggest complaint everybody had. There's got to be a better way to start these pieces.
One thing for sure is they stick. Kathy forgot to turn the camera on. And it's a good thing, because when we did turn it on, we had to turn it off. This was very frustrating.
We yelled, we screamed, we cried, we laughed.
Yeah.
And we made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
Here's some of that mistake.
Right. So, let's go over this really quick. This is a full tile. The first mistake that we made was trying to put a full tile on in one shot. And when you try and line up another tile, get all your tabs lined up, it's very hard to get it, because the second it hits the wall, it sticks. It's there. You ain't moving it.
No, and the reviews on Amazon said it didn't stick enough. I don't know. I cleaned the walls with alcohol, and this stuff does not come off. Ask us how we know.
So we learned 3/4 of the way through the project that it's best to just cut these in half on the back side with this with a razor blade. So you end up with pieces like this.
Yep.
And then they're much easier to work with. You only got to get like 3 tabs at the same time instead of 6.
Yeah, so much easier.
The other mistake we made was starting from the middle behind the stove.
Like you would do with tile.
Right, trying to split the difference, get a straight line.
Nope.
Didn't work out.
Well, it would have worked out, but our counters aren't exactly straight.
Believe it or not, my counters are just a little bit out of level. And, you know, we wanted to make the line nice along the counter, butcher block top there, and it turned out to be tricky. So, start in the corner with this stuff. Don't think about starting in the center. Cut it in half, so you have easier, more manageable pieces to work with. And don't push and pull on these tabs too much, because they do, this double-sided tape in the back stretches, and you can see that you could leave gaps very easily by trying to force this stuff into place.
Once again,
Ask us how we know.
we finished this whole side, and I think it looks pretty good once it's done. I mean, I see little gaps because I know what happened in these spots.
Yeah.
But overall, you really can't tell once it's done. So I'm not disappointed. We are currently working on the other side.
Yeah.
And then we'll do behind the stove last. Because our goal really is to just get it lined up nice at the edge of the counter so we don't have to do anything else. And this side, if you notice, there's like this little gap up here.
That's where our little trim pieces go.
And of course we have this mistake to fix here, because we tried to start in the center and that was just a really bad idea, nothing lined up. We'll be back when we're finished, and we'll
cut around an outlet.
Yeah. Well, we ran out. We have to get some more to finish up there, in that corner, and then this area here. So that's on order, and we'll finish when it comes in, but so far we really like it. It's easy to clean, it looks nice. I was able to hang some of my things because we don't like stuff on the counters, and it's gonna be great. The last box of tile came in, and Richie's working on that now, filling in the blanks. What happened, honey?
I'm making a very special piece, because I don't want to see that little corner.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yep. Gotcha. It looks so good. Oh, you'll get it. It's not gonna be cooking forever. Oh, it's just a good touch. That's the perfect color. I gotta say, I think that was a really good choice.
Yeah.
Nice little pieces of molding to finish it up. And it does, it really looks nice.
Where was these? Those over there?
So we have to do that little corner there and this wall here.
Yeah.
So that took 3 boxes, unfortunately. A little bit more money than we wanted to spend, but I think if we would have done tile, the time, effort, and the money that we spent would have been annoying. Contact paper or some kind of wallpaper would have been cheap, but that's a pain in the butt. So we're good.
Richie's at it again.
It's just more proof that everything we do is a challenge. Yeah. So the wall in the corner is not exactly straight.
No, I had to pull it off.
Yeah, he started in the corner and it should have worked, except for the fact that the wall's a little crooked.
I even did such a great thing too, because I was like, oh, let me get this piece in.
You can't really see anything.
And then I'll cut the nice little square to fit perfect. And I did all of that, and then when I went with the next piece and put it tight against the wall, you could see I still have a space there.
Yeah, it doesn't line up right.
And I got this is not going to line up here. And if you put the third one, it's even worse. But there is no third one because I don't know.
So what are we going to do, honey?
I think we're going to get a plumb line to where it's going to finish and start from there.
Yeah, and then we could just piece the corner in nice and tight with little pieces.
Yeah, as we go up, we're going to make them longer, it seems.
We've learned that you can do that. You can put pieces in, and it's fine. We actually had to piecemeal all in over here to get it to work. So I think it's going to be fine. I really do.
It's going to take a little more time.
And honey, I have a question to ask you. When you're all done with that, what do you think about pulling out the stove and going down the wall here a little bit? Because I can see that, and it bothers me.
Where? I don't see anything. I don't see anything.
I see it.
I don't see anything.
I see it.
Pain in the neck. Yeah, that's easy.
I know. We got to do it, though.
We could stick a piece there.
You know we got to do it, right?
I have one here, too. Well, I just wasted a tile, so.
I know. It's okay. How many tiles did we waste the first day?
I don't even know.
It was like 2 or 3. So, it's all good.
I just got that piece in there around the switch. That was a real pain. This one, I didn't even bother putting in yet because I wanted to see if it's going to fit. Now it's going to fit. I think it's going to fit good. It's a little snug. But I like...
Snug is good.
That'll go. I didn't do that because I want to get around the outlet.
Yeah, no, it looks really good so far.
And then I'll make sure it all kind of goes where it's supposed to go.
Fantastic, Richie.
Oh, yeah, it takes
You're like a pro now.
I don't know about that.
I think you are.
I'm always learning. I have, you try things and then
Oh, I know.
you realize that was dumb.
And look it just takes, everything takes like so much longer than you think it's going to take, right?
Yeah, but when you finally get a straight line going, it goes together like beautiful. It's all about getting straight lines.
Yeah, it is.
The counter actually, believe it or not, goes downhill. I thought about just a little bit. It's not a lot, but
You have to follow it though, otherwise it would never be right.
And it's enough, like you could get yourself in trouble. You know what I mean? Because
I see that. Yeah.
There's a little.
Yeah, there's a little whoop-de-woo.
You don't see it until you do something like this.
Oh, that looks good.
It brings out every little imperfection.
Oh yeah, I can't believe it's 8 o'clock at night.
Part of me thought about going under there, taking apart the cabinet, and driving a shim under the corner.
Oh, you
from
did
underneath.
not.
I almost did.
Nope.
But I stopped myself.
Good.
The strive for perfection gets in the way of good enough.
Key holder has sentimental value. It was Richie's dad's. The peel and stick tile cost $38.99 for a box of 10 tiles. We used 3 boxes to complete the project, bringing the total cost for the backsplash to $116.97 plus tax. Not bad for a quick DIY backsplash. We did face a few challenges and learned a few tricks, but in the end, we are very happy with the results. I'm Kathy, and my husband Rich and I are creating a simpler life in the Adirondacks, but simple doesn't always mean easy. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. What a good idea, honey. Here we go. Ready?
Give it a good toss. That's a good one.
All right.
Thanks. All right, good job.
All right. What else do you need?
I need somebody to return a phone call.